YouTube, apparemment on est déjà à 40% dans l'accomplissement du jeu. J'ai envie de câbler. Pourquoi ils mettent l'info comme ça là sur PlayStation? Regardez-moi ça. C'est une honte. C'est une honte dans les missions principales du jeu. Pourquoi ils mettent ça? J'ai envie de péter un boulon. Vas-y, relance le jeu, je t'en supplie. Mais vas-y là. Bah en plus j'ai l'impression qu'il reste beaucoup plus de choses à faire. Hein. Me souviens pas de ce qu'on était censé faire. Ah oui, on est censé aller parler à Sid. Ils ont rien de nouveau. Ils ont rien de nouveau, ça me donne envie de péter un câble aussi. Pardon. J'ai envie de péter un câble pour tout et rien. Il y avait des quêtes annexes hein, dans la zone d'avant aussi, faudra peut-être qu'on y retourne. Et putain, le petit... Quand il marche là, le petit truc en cuir là... Oh, comment ça va Gilles? Oui, bon, t'inquiète, hein. Bien sûr qu'on va se battre.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Comment ça?
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, you'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Author. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mother Crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the Mother Crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't?
Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Ouais. Bon, ça encore crash, hein. Peut-être falloir que je m'occupe de ma box. Y'a quoi? Y'a 2 quêtes annexes? Bon, comme d'hab. Hein. J'ai presque envie de vous dire, comme d'hab, y'a 2 quêtes annexes ici, quoi. Alors... J'ai juste parlé à lui, à Viewman.
And how might this old soul be of service?
Ah, alors nous revoilà, Twitch.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Youpi.
There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
Traité intercontinental, un accord international conclu il y a plusieurs centaines d'années. Il détermine notamment le traitement réservé aux pourvoyeurs à travers Valistea et a établi une monnaie unique. On lui... Pardon. On lui doit le statut de propriété des pourvoyeurs et l'obligation de leur marquage, 2 éléments fondateurs de la société valistéenne. Sa signature fut également marquée par l'adoption d'un calendrier commun, un calendrier ponentin, indiquant la volonté des nations participées de créer un monde nouveau. Ouais. Mythe fondateur de Rosalia, le mythe qui existe autour de la fondation de l'archiduché de Rosalia, divers mythes et légendes font allusion qui ont été créés. Ouais... Oula, c'est long.
What subject shall we consider today?
Alors du coup pour l'Empire on avait dit que cette théocratie, qui est d'ailleurs la plus grande de tout Valistea, détient le cristalmètre de Chef Drac. Pays dirigé par un empereur entouré de hiérophantes, et ses habitants vouent un culte à Gweligor, leur déesse unique. Selon les légendes, cette divinité était accompagnée de dragons vus comme des animaux sacrés. D'ailleurs, leur image qui a inspiré la création de l'élite de l'armée impériale, les Chevaliers Dragons. Ok. Fais voir un peu les persos. Il y a Gab, ouais. Oui, non mais ça d'accord. Quentin, bien sûr. Il est où Dion? Non, ça c'est le bras droit de Dion. Et on n'a pas Dion du coup. Là ma capuche, très bien. Ouais. Et les cristaux, tiens, ouais. Un outil permettant de faire appel à la magie même sans disposition innée. Les cristaux fonctionnent en extrayant l'éther environnant afin de lancer des sorts élémentaires en tout genre. Ils se fragilisent toutefois à chaque utilisation et finissent par tomber en morceaux. Leur distribution est réglementée par les gouvernements de chaque nation, car elles sont considérées comme indispensables à la vie quotidienne de Valistea. Et du coup, ce qui semble dire... Mais... tu vois, en fait, le cristal, quand tu le brises, du coup, il devrait libérer de l'éther, non? Ouais, quoique, non, si c'est qu'un catalyseur. En tout cas, les cristaux, mers, du coup, ont pas... C'est les catalyseurs aussi, au final.
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. You know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait. You were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
Eh bah allez, c'est parti. Hein.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Donc on va aller voir à la nef.
My friend. And thank you again.
Juste aller récupérer cette autre quête annexe. Alors.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps?
Ah bah on va aller à la nef.
Fumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
Bah j'espère aussi.
I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Allez, c'est parti.
The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Non mais je vais aller me déplacer de toute façon. Tac. Map monde. Donc là j'ai des quêtes annexes quand même ici aussi. Donc est-ce que je vais pas les chercher tout de suite? Et voir un temps. Vas-y, on va se déplacer là. On va s'amuser un peu. De la quête annexe bien sûr. Ah!
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep
Merde.
my eyes open.
Faut ramasser. Arrête de faire le con! Je t'en conjure, j'appuie sur croix. Hein.
Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. More of the lost supplies. I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. I've come this far. Might as well.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village then. Thank you.
Eh bah ça tombe bien parce que je dois y aller aussi. Il y a encore un ching. La nef déchue. Mais comment il l'appelle? The Lost Wing en anglais, j'ai l'impression. J'irai parler à Quentin juste après. Vous savez que j'ai fait un rêve assez bizarre. Hein. Je sais plus qui me demandait de pas streamer trop longtemps sur Final Fantasy. Bon, pour aucune raison en fait apparente. Hein. Et c'était assez rigolo. Mais qu'est-ce qu'il est moche ce Shing?
Sorry boy.
Grogne pas, hein?
Someone's waiting for this.
Mais... Arrête.
Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
Oh putain, non mais laisse tomber. Quand elle utilise du vent. Je le ok, ça y est.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see the lad?
Alors Quentin.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protégé.
Protégé.
Do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
T'inquiète, Barquette. Alors c'est par où? C'est par là-bas. Ah merde, c'est pas par ici par contre. J'ai le chien et j'ai Gilles avec moi, ça va. Le petit cuir là. Parce que je sais pas si vous l'entendez, mais moi je l'entends bien. Quand Clive il court, il marche, un petit bruit de grincement de cuir. C'est là où tu te dis qu'en fait, dans Matrix, c'est pas très réaliste, hein, parce que s'ils veulent s'infiltrer, ils sont pas discrets du tout, quoi. Tu te mets dans un conduit d'aération en train de... Ah, je peux te dire que... t'es pas discret longtemps, quoi. Hop les 5 Gilles, putain. Attends, je ramasse ça. Allez. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé, homme de Quentin?
You all right?
Il a des crampes d'estomac.
Hang it, man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road.
Oh non, pas les zombies.
He played a hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road, in the clearing. Please, you have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
Vite. Oh là là, il y a du monde.
Why am I not surprised?
Aïe aïe aïe. Attends, tac, ouais. Oh bah je pense que oui. Ah, peut-être pas. Ah, je sais plus jouer, hein, déjà. Ah là là. Aïe aïe aïe, je me suis pris la balle. Je me suis pris la batte. Aïe aïe aïe, j'ai foncé dedans. Aïe aïe aïe, je me le suis encore pris. Putain, mais il est pas mort, hein. Aïe aïe aïe, mais ouais, mais il continue aussi. C'est de la triche, tiens. Ouais, je voyais pas grand chose, hein. C'est bon, il est mort. C'est bon, on a les droits. Bon, ça s'est pas très bien passé, hein. Très bien, hop là. Je suis censé chercher quoi, moi? Oh! Ah oui, par là-bas. Oh bah, il doit être totalement mort, en fait. Il est totalement dead, le mec. Non, c'est bon, je te laisse. Je te laisse tranquille, t'inquiète. S'assurer que Randall va bien. Ah! Ah bah... Comment dire? Comment dire ça?
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Bon, enterre-le toi, c'est pas cool. Bon bah il est dead. Il est décédé, eh bien c'est dommage. On parlait du fait la dernière fois que FF16 ressemblait pas mal à... Enfin du coup, de mon point de vue, que FF16 ressemblait pas du tout à Game of Thrones. Malheureusement, j'ai l'impression qu'il y a que moi en fait qui trouve que ça y ressemble pas. Jusqu'à ce qu'il y en ait certains qui trouvent que c'est même un décalque du plot d'origine. Oh ouais, non, mais bon. C'est pas les seuls jeux qui parlent d'un truc qui peut t'arriver dans la gueule. Mais je me dis aussi que ça fait longtemps. Déjà, j'ai pas lu les bouquins. Ça fait très longtemps que j'ai regardé le début, enfin la première saison. Surtout, je suis pas allé beaucoup plus loin que la 5e, je crois, qui m'a saoulé de fou. 6e peut-être, je sais plus. Je ne sais plus.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
On va même pas revoir son bruh. Ah oui, pas mal. Pas mal. Bon, TP. On va TP au repère, pardon. Je vais éternuer. Hein. Encore et toujours, bien sûr. Aïe. Alors, ça, on va peut-être prendre la quête après, enfin continuer la quête principale. Et puis, on ira à la deuxième zone pour chercher potentiellement d'autres quêtes.
There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Oui. Hop là, bah, je te ranque un truc. Non, je rigole.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keep Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Très bien. Dans une contrée lointaine, hein, donc on suppose que Valistea c'est pas le monde entier. Hein. Bien entendu. Pas d'autres quêtes. Pas d'autres quêtes, c'est bien. Ça va toi?
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
De toute façon, si t'as rien à me proposer, je sais pas pourquoi je viens de voir. Hein. Onde incendiaire, ouais, mais ça du coup c'est les trucs de comment dire, d'attaque de réaction, je le fais pas forcément trop. Faut augmenter automatiquement la jauge de transcendance pendant... D'accord. 30 secondes, ça peut être rigolo, mais non.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, some at Fowl's brewing, and a Tintaye's bile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
Alors Otto.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again, this time due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning, let her know you're coming. We go way back, and she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Comptoir des quêtes disponibles, comment ça? Vous avez désormais accès au comptoir des quêtes au repère du site. Vous pouvez consulter les quêtes disponibles et accéder rapidement à la zone de départ de celle-ci. D'accord.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Alors attends.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you?
Explique-moi, parce que quand tu me parles de quêtes, moi ça m'intéresse, tu vois.
Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Well, maybe I don't have to.
Qu'est-ce que c'était que ce rire?
A strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
Alors...
Quick look.
Les listes des quêtes disponibles peuvent être consultées au comptoir des quêtes. Ce menu permet de se déplacer automatiquement dans la zone de départ de la quête. Oui, bah ça de toute façon, bah comme ça je vais y... Ah mais c'est à la nef ça? Oui voilà, il me semblait que j'en avais d'autres ici. Écoute, on va aller ici. On va se faire quelques quêtes. Je pense que ça va aller vite, hein. Vous avez vu, c'était pas très long.
Can't talk now, Oh, you're Clive, aren't you? Martha told me all about you. Word is you're a devil with that blade.
You look like you're in a hurry. Where are you going?
Not far, I hope. But I dare not waste a moment. It might cost a man his life.
Sounds serious. What happened?
It's not so much what happened as what might. They've discovered he's a bearer, see? And now, one of his erstwhile friends and neighbors wants to see him clapped in chains.
Where is this bearer?
He wasn't fool enough to wait for the Imperials to arrive. Poor sod took to the road, left his whole life behind. But they'll be after him before long. I need to find him and get him to safety, fast. Here. If you've the time and the inclination, I could do with a hand. Will you help me find him?
Bah oui, bien sûr.
Of course. We bearers have to look out for each other.
Thank you, Clive. With your help, we might catch up with him yet. His name's Norris. We need to find him and get him to Martha before the Imperials sniff him out.
You found him yet? You won't catch a bastard standing around clucking like old hens. That fucking snake played me false, acted like he was one of us, and the whole time he was one of them. We need him caught and handed over to the Imperials. Hanging's too good for him. Well, go on then. If he gets away, I'll see you fitted for a noose.
All right, Ronald. We were just leaving. Look, this one's here to help. I was just filling him in.
Ha! Send a bearer to catch a bearer, is it? Not bloody likely. That's it. I'll find the bastard myself.
Come on now, Ron. It's dangerous out there. We wouldn't want you to come to any harm.
You want something done right, you don't send a bearer.
Clive, this might take a while. You start hunting our man, and I'll be along once I put Ronald's mind at ease. Someone said they saw Norris heading for the Fallen Gate. Maybe you could ask if anyone over that way knows anything. We have to find him. Don't let him slip through our grasp.
Better find this Norris before Ronald takes matters into his own hands.
Attends, il y a d'autres quêtes.
Spot. What did he mean about being played false, I wonder?
The tavern. It's done for.
T'inquiète, t'inquiète, je viens t'aider aussi.
You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but oh, please help them.
C'est parti.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count.
Ah.
They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Ah, ah. Et attends, du coup, il y avait... meilleurs ennemis et... Oui, ouais, bon. Je vais déjà faire celle-ci.
Golden Stables, my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it?
Je vous propose de vous débarrasser de la vie. C'était rapide. Youpi, on a 20 000 balles.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with a mop.
Non, c'est bon, ça va aller. T'inquiète, Barquette. Je dois en avoir quelques-uns des minerais draconiques. Hein. J'aimerais bien pouvoir m'en servir. Et oui. Et oui, et oui. The man of the hour. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il nous raconte, lui?
Here, you're that bearer who works for Martha, aren't you? Can you give me a hand? Curse my luck, I dropped my crystal off a cliff into the bloody swamp like an utter fool. Now, I've not got your knack, see, and I need that shard to chill my fish if I'm to take him to market. It's just a short climb down, I'll make it worth your while.
Eh, c'est pas marqué FedEx, hein? C'est pas marqué DPD, hein?
Don't promise anything.
Well, just promise you'll look. Ah, there may be one thing I failed to mention about the crystal. A creature might have already claimed it.
Claimed it?
Ah!
All right, eaten it, but only might have, you understand. There were a lot of bog crabs down there.
T'aurais peut-être dû commencer par ça.
Sounds like I need to break a few shells.
Oh, don't worry, there weren't too many of them. A veritable walk in the marsh, as they say, the ladders, right over there.
Bon, moi, il me refile 1000 balles, quoi. Ouais, t'inquiète, attends, je commence par ça, déjà, là-bas.
You don't know a man called Norris, do you?
I do, as it happens. He ran off that way not too long back. Looked like he was in a right old hurry. And he had a lantern with him for some reason. Never known him to stay out after dark.
He was making for the marshes then. All right. Thank you.
Alors, regardons un peu... Ok. Donc on va descendre par l'échelle, et puis après on ira là-bas. Moi j'aime bien cette zone. Alors c'est vrai que ça manque un peu de relief, hein. Mais bon, d'un autre côté, on sort de Tears of the Kingdom. Hein. J'ai envie de vous dire, énormément de jeux vont manquer de relief. Du type Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Alors, on va aller casser des culs. Oh. Ah merde, je l'ai pas eu. Mais j'ai... Ah non. Les bubules. Allez, on recommence. C'est bien de se mettre devant moi. C'est bon, la récup. Ouais, mais je reviendrai tout à l'heure, t'inquiète. Regarde, on va y aller en courant, hop. Peut-être pas énormément de choses à récupérer. Je vais peut-être pas me mettre sur toutes les lumières. Hein. Récupérer les coffrus, c'est déjà pas mal. Ouais, ça va être de la récolte un peu basique. Écoute, je me dis qu'il a dû passer par là-bas, ouais. Bon, c'est sa lanterne. Très bien.
A lantern. The one Norris was carrying, no doubt. At least I know which way he went.
Le moindre mouvement. Petit mouvement de bassin et paf. Là.
Norris, I presume.
Leave me be.
You were never branded. So that's how you stayed hidden.
Ronald sent you after me, did he? Set an Imperial dog on his best friend. And when we were so close. I'll never forget the hatred in his eyes. But it doesn't matter now. I will not become a slave. As one bearer to another, please. Don't do this. You know how they treat our kind.
Ronald didn't send me. One of Martha's men did. He wanted to make sure you were safe.
I don't understand.
Martha takes in bearers. She's a friend. You can trust her. Believe me.
I never knew. I can't say I'm surprised, though. She has a kind heart. Kinder than most.
Just wait here and stay out of sight. We'll be among friends soon enough.
Thank you. There's few would have been so kind. And... sorry. You're no Imperial dog. Far from it.
I've been called worse. Oh. I found a lantern back there. I assume it's yours.
Thanks. I dropped it when those creatures attacked me. But... if I'm honest, I wasn't all that sorry to be rid of it. Ron gave it to me.
All right. I'll keep hold of it. I might be able to use it to put an end to the Imperial surge before it begins. A bearer without a brand. To have lived free for so many years. Only to be betrayed by a friend.
Ah, c'est vrai que c'est pas cool, hein, ce qu'il a fait, le monsieur, là, hein. Depuis quand on trahit ses potes? Non mais ils m'ont dit, j'ai quand même fait 40% du jeu, mais j'ai que deux... j'ai que deux icônes, quoi. Très bizarre, très bizarre. Ouais, je l'ai, bro. Ah bah, il est bien souillé.
You found it! Oh, thank you! Any longer out in the sun and my catch would have made for poor eating indeed.
Be more careful next time.
Oh, I will, I promise. No point casting my nets of a morning if I'm without a crystal to see the catch to town. There was a time honest tax-paying folk could get new ones whenever they wanted. Can't now, though, not for love nor money. Crystals are scarce, and the Empire tightens its purse strings more every day. Lose this little beauty again, and I might as well scrap my nets and take to begging.
Ou alors au pire, vous apprenez à vous servir d'autre chose. Merci, bro. Par contre, je suis en train de voir... Parce que là, je suis ici. Oui, c'est carrément Rosalite, en fait, qu'on voit là-bas. Incroyable. Incroyable, incroyable.
I'll be fucked if I'm leaving this to a bearer. I'll go myself.
There you are, Clive. How goes the search?
Well branded. Have you found the bastard yet?
Only what was left of him. A corpse, torn apart by monsters. And this.
Let me see that. No. It can't be.
Shall we consider that the end of the matter, then? Or do you need to see a body?
No. I mean, I've no use for bearer bones. He's dead. Let that be an end to it. Only wish those whose job it was had done what they were supposed to do and spotted him sooner. Letting a bearer go about without a brand? It's not right, I tell you. Who'll want anything to do with me now, eh? There goes the bearer lover, they'll say. I'll be a laughing stock.
Is it true, Clive? Is Norris really...
He's alive. You'll find him in a hut in the marshes. He's expecting you.
Oh, you crafty. Still, you did the right thing. Thank you. It's not much considering, but please, take this.
Elle est plutôt sympa cette petite quête. Mais tant mieux qu'elle soit pas non plus énorme. Hein. C'est plutôt cool. Après ça me fait 100 points de compétence, c'est quand même cool. C'est quand même très cool. Ça va Gilles? Très bien. Oui, je peux pas passer par ici, je peux pas passer par là. Je suis limité et je parle pas que de mon intellect. Map monde. En fait, on va aller à Sandbreak. À Souffle Drac. Non, c'est pas Souffle Drac. Si, c'est Souffle Drac le cristal. Il est magnifique en vrai. Regardez-le. Il est magnifique. Bon, on va retourner au repère, histoire de dire. Et puis on va juste commencer la quête de la suite.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Bon bah Gavi va mourir. Hein. Ah.
Just the three of us then.
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Mais fallait faire le bisou. Oui, donc c'est bien là-bas. De toute façon, j'ai les quêtes. On va voir un peu la carte du lieu. C'est carte de la zone. Voilà. Quête ici, quête là. Ok. Oui, en fait, faudra que je me TP là, peut-être. Quoique, non, peut-être pas. Fais voir. Il y a peut-être ça, en fait, ici. Ah, je sais pas, on va voir. De toute façon, on va déjà se mettre ici. Les coteaux. Hop.
We're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
On peut essayer, hein.
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Eh ben on les a déliés rapidement, hein.
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Can I even...
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
C'est un peu le cas, ouais. Hein.
I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you...
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we?
Le regard. Il fait presque peur quand même, hein. Vous voulez un petit peu d'ASMR?
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
15 points d'XP et un petit truc à vendre. Allez, une petite quête. Et puis après, on va pouvoir avancer la quête principale. Bon, j'en profite hein, qu'il y ait 2-3 quêtes annexes, hein, parce que c'est vrai qu'il n'y en a pas énormément. Hop, on n'en prend pas les escaliers, nous on s'en fiche.
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that. I want no trouble.
Mais on est poteau, bois.
Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Griga. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
Ouais, j'y vais.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
C'est bien, Lostwing, ouais. Visite du vignoble, très bien. Tutu. Allez, on court. C'est quand même beau, hein. Oula. Où est-ce que je vais? Où est-ce que je vais? Au secours. Pourquoi il y a une échelle juste ici? Tidididi. Allez, on court.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Et non, on va bien garder Garuda. Hop là. Ah yes, ça valait le coup. C'est bon, ça touche. Eh bah dis donc. C'est bon, on les a eus. Ah ça y est, j'ai 1001. 1001 points de compétence, alors attendez. Compétences. Non, je pense pas qu'on va augmenter... Ah quoique, je pourrais monter la transcendance. Et renforce ses capacités. Bah plutôt celle-ci, hein. Moi je serais plutôt d'avis de monter ça. Hein. Sur un grand périmètre et soigne ses propres PV. Je vais peut-être essayer d'apprendre ça d'abord. L'espèce d'ultime là. Essayer d'apprendre les espèces d'ultimes, ouais. Allez, cours, Forest. Bon, c'est vrai que je trouve la quête principale, là, elle est partie vite sur un truc un peu bizarre. Sur le fait que les cristaux prennent de l'éther. Ce qui est plus ou moins pas logique, hein, quand on y repense. Parce que du coup, si les cristaux mers avalent l'éther... Je pense que c'est le cas, hein. Mais pour moi, en fait, ce seraient les zones autour des cristaux mers qui deviendraient morts avant. Mais potentiellement, en fait, en aspirant l'éther, elles en redonnent aussi derrière. Et donc du coup, ça reste que les zones autour des cristaux qui n'est pas atteinte par le fléau noir. Allez savoir. Pardon, je m'en fiche un peu de ce que tu racontes en fait.
Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. The vineyards were Master Quinton's. Well, I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this...
Bon, j'ai passé un peu les quêtes annexes, hein. On s'en fiche. Ok. Allez, quête principale. Du coup, on avait dit qu'on allait par là-bas. Faut pas que je me TP à la nef, faut que je me TP ici. Hop là. Voilà, comme ceci. Alors... Il s'est pas passé des bonnes choses par là-bas, sachez-le. Oh, des potions. Quoi? Comment ça? Ouais, bah des cèdes, hein, qu'est-ce que je te dise? Qu'est-ce que tu veux que je te dise, hein? Je me fais attaquer par une antilope, je la défonce, hein. Est-ce que j'avais tout fouillé ici? Vraie question, parce que on se tapait les élémentaires, oui, et c'est tout ce qu'on se faisait. Voilà, tac. Et ça donne des points de compétence, hein. On est plutôt pour ici. Ça, par contre, je suis pas sûr d'y être monté, hein.
An Imperial watchtower. Should be well stocked.
Ah bah c'est parti, hein. Alors attends. Aïe. Ça me paraît évident, hein, de défoncer les sambrés, quoi. C'est bon, c'est mon niveau. Paf et paf, ça dégage. Waouh. Quelques points d'XP, c'est cool. Ah non, enlève-toi. Enlève-toi de là, bro. Je peux pas rentrer dedans, c'est ça? Je suis deg. Je suis deg, c'est pas grave. Ah mais si, peut-être qu'en montant la jauge de transcendance, je vais gagner une barre. Eh oui. Ah, là il y a un truc. Une antilope aussi. Ah mais elles ont qu'à pas m'attaquer, hein, je suis désolé. Hein. Si elles m'attaquent pas, y a pas de souci. Vous voyez, là elles m'attaquent pas, on les attaque pas. C'est comme les chocobos. Hein. Alors, on va passer par ici. Ok. Donc c'est plutôt là-bas en fait. Très bien. Macle du roi. Ah ouais, j'avais besoin de la tuer là. M'énerve. Voilà, tiens. Oui. Voilà, voilà. Mais il m'énerve. C'est bon. Attendez, je regarde un peu ce que je peux trouver. Et bah il me semblait, c'est ce qu'il disait. Hein. C'était bien une prostituée. Il semblait bien dire ça, le petit coquinou. Oui, alors attendez. Attendez un instant. Hop là. On tue la faune locale. Reviens là, toi. Alors attends. C'est peut-être un petit peu trop ouvert par ici. Ah dommage, j'ai pas réussi à avoir les deux. Eh bah dis donc. Sale bait, hein. Kaboum. 3 peaux épaisses, très bien. Des petites araignées, c'est cool ça. Et venez par là, venez par là.
That's enough. We're finished.
12 points d'XP, hein, moi je suis désolé, c'est très très cool. Mais attends, mais je... Ah, mais d'accord. D'accord, d'accord. Je n'ai pas trouvé de coffru, ça m'emmerde un peu. Attends, ouais, les raptors là. Ah, un peu loin. Bon, j'avais réussi à faire le full combo. Dommage. De l'XP aussi, hein, c'est bien. Ça nous permet de level up un peu. Ouais. Attendez, c'est plutôt grand ici en fait. J'ai exploré que la surface là. Oh, des dragonnets. Ah. 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 Oh bah oui. Et merde, je me suis pris le coup. Hop, les remet par terre. Encore une fois, c'était tendu de le faire, mais je l'ai fait quand même. Eh merde. Ah, un peu tôt. Eh merde. Et merde, et merde. Bon, il doit garder un coffre, lui, là. Ce serait cool qu'il garde un coffre. Non, c'était juste un ennemi un peu chaud. On est d'accord que j'ai pas Jill avec moi, là, hein. Ah. Je suis tapé un caillou. Oh, bah d'accord. Ok, ok. Et attends, je fais ça, comme ça je régène un peu de PV. Alors ça apparaît gêne énormément, mais bon, au moins j'ai utilisé le truc, hein. On peut dire ça comme ça. Ah, le retour. Eh bah let's go, hein. Ah merde. Ich. Oula. C'est bon. Oula. J'arrive pas à esquiver comme il faut. Pas mauvaise idée. C'est bon, on a les droits. C'est bon, on l'a eu. J'ai vu le coffret tout à l'heure. Je l'ai vu, je vous le jure. Là. Hop là. Galant du lion. Peut-être regarder un peu l'équipement un jour. Où est-ce qu'il est le galant du lion? C'est plutôt ça. Alors, galant du vautour. Augmente de piquet tranchant. 7% les dégâts de la mardante. Pas sûr qu'on en ait besoin tout de suite. Enfin, en tout cas, ça m'intéresse pas pour le moment. Pour le moment. Je vais juste découvrir la map, hein, histoire de dire. Ah! Ça donne pas envie. Elle est où? Voilà, régène les PV, c'est bien. C'est quand même beau. Hein. Là, on va arriver à la nef. Très bien, c'est fait. Allez, hop. Demi-tour. Et là, du coup, ici, ça va m'amener dans une autre zone, hein, je pense. Allez, ce serait bien de courir. Ah, regardez, il y a des trucs que j'ai oubliés quand même. Il était bien caché, le petit bâtard. Hop, les... Ah, bah, petite potion, merci. Merci, ça fait plaisir. Oh, regardez. Il y a un youtubeur de droite. Ah, juste, il est pas dissident, quoi. Voilà, hop. Et comme quoi, hein, c'est facile de briser l'ego d'un youtubeur de droite, hein. Regardez, hop, voilà. Je lui ai fait le fiac. Alors attends, par contre je vais où là? Ouais, ici. Ah mais regardez, il y en a encore. Hein. Hop là. Et puis j'aurais pas dû faire ça comme ça. Par contre ça c'est pas mal. Non, c'est pas ça que je voulais faire. Ça. Ah oui, bah pourquoi tu t'es mis sur lui? Va savoir. C'est bon, on a les droits. Il est où? Voilà. Bon bah si c'est que pour ça, il doit avoir un coffre quelque part. Un petit coffre. Ah, regardez. J'avais-tu pas raison? J'avais-tu pas raison? On est vraiment à la limite. Je pense qu'il y a de beaux murs invisibles là. J'ai pas envie de les tenter. Bon allez, on va peut-être avancer. C'était où? C'était là-bas, de l'autre côté du monde, c'est bien. Attendez, je suis pas allé au bout. Ouais, non mais on le fera, vous inquiétez pas. Un jour peut-être. On cherchera tous les coffres. Ah, je suis sûr qu'il y a un succès pour les coffres. Un succès, un trophée, pardon, nous sommes sur PlayStation. Oui, bon, il y a des petits trucs à récupérer ici et là, quoi. Bon, surtout ici, pour le moment. Hop, les... Oh, bah oui, bah bien sûr que je viens. Regarde, hop. Ah, arrêtez de me casser les couilles. Ah, super. Zuber. Alors... Ouf.
Give me one of those hams. Or biggest.
Well, like a plum for the apple of your eye.
With reds, whites, ales, meads, ciders, berries,
Ok, j'ai débloqué la TP.
Saw it last time I was through the wall. Jutting up from the waves like the mane of some giant beast. I heard tell. It's the work of an icon.
Might be Shiva. I heard the Ironblood lost her on their campaign.
Petit coffre. C'est un peu dommage de me la montrer comme ça, mais c'est pas grave.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent
of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested, unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Bah bravo. Comment on représente la femme, hein, dans ce jeu? C'est fou, ça.
The right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
Attendez, je cherche. Les coffres. Searching for the coffru. La petite roulotte. Ici et là. Il y avait peut-être pas d'autres coffrus. Oh là là, le marché. Au marché, tu peux tout trouver, bien sûr. Alors, je vais juste aller parler à l'autre. À l'autre là, hop. Mais épée de Gaïa, j'ai. Moins bien. C'est dommage, ça, un peu aussi, parce qu'au début, on avait plein de trucs intéressants à acheter, ça se développait pas mal, et puis d'un coup, paf, plus rien. Ah, pu.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
Oh, les pitchounes.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Ah bah c'est normal, hein. Écoute, hein, elle t'a fait passer, hein. Une petite ville. Coulu, coulu.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
And I suppose I'll need to get my coin purse.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Pourquoi ça a été traduit, enfin, nuit galante à Vale? Parce que du coup, je suppose qu'en japonais, ça doit être plus ou moins nuit galante.
My lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel.
Isabelle, et elle, il l'appelle Apolline. Oh.
I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Eh ben allez, hein, c'est parti.
I should probably start here.
Et il y a des quêtes annexes en plus. Eh ben c'est pas fini, hein, moi je vous le dis.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every gil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the Dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Ouais. Alors... Pas tip top tout ça, pas tip top. C'est là ma Pauline. Attendez, je vais essayer de prendre les quêtes annexes quand même. Il va falloir d'ailleurs que je fasse les VOD là pour la semaine prochaine. Ça y est. Je suis en train de penser à ça. Oui, je travaille pour elle.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though I have business beyond these walls. But the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings, and who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietor? Would you be willing to help us?
Honnête, je suis pas si sûr que ça. Hein.
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total: a grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint
Ah, il a pas l'air très clean lui.
Cannot prevent you from peeking. Strongly advise.
Il a pas l'air très clean. Bon alors du coup c'est où? C'est bien dehors. Est-ce que je peux sortir et re-rentrer tranquille? Je vais quand même aller chercher les autres quêtes d'abord. Ah, ça c'est la vague. Oh! Il y a de l'interface de partout. Comment je vais faire pour faire une VOD comme il faut là? C'est pas possible. Oh!
Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your...
I'm just passing through.
Don't bloody...
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owned...
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a cut?
I dare say that... How about it, Branded?
Oh bah si, vas-y, ouais.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are.
Eh ben, allez, c'est parti, hein.
Oh, and just so you know, take a moment to get ready if you need it.
Je sais pas, techniquement ça pue un peu de montrer que je suis capable de balancer du feu. Quoique non, peut-être pas tant que ça. Eh bah vas-y, hein. Allez, j'accepte. J'accepte. Un duel, hein, du coup, attention, hein.
And when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Branded.
Bah alors, fais-moi le malin.
So you know one end of a... Enough.
Bah alors. La déculottée. Oula, il est pas content. Est-ce que vous avez vu ce visage?
So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine.
Allez, un deuxième.
Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? You're the bearer. Bring the dame's favour anyway.
Knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
Stay down.
Paf, et paf. Alors stay down alors que tu le fais monter.
Yeah, you got potential. I'll give you that.
Oui, oui, bah j'ai pas que le potentiel. Tiens, regarde, paf, paf, voilà.
I'll be back.
Voilà, ça dégage. Ça dégage, ça dégage. Eh, j'ai bientôt level up, hein. Non mais le level up, faut le garder pour XP.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Oh, Pichoun.
After the bullocking he gave us for missing drills, might be.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance.
At least we do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this.
Je pense que c'est pas faux. Non, c'est bon, je level up pas. Merci. Une météorite. Pili pipi.
Bones fell favorably. To the Vale, then.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's
Ah, c'est un bro, Mathieu.
barbaric.
All right.
Matthew.
But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a...
C'est pas faux.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view... Be discreet for both our sakes.
Ouais.
And for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the dames...
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in...
Eh bah dis donc, pas très courageux, hein.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Alors, attends.
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as... I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without it.
That's something at least.
C'est pas que tu m'intéresses pas, mais voilà quoi. On m'a dit de rester discret. Ah!
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
Ouais, je pense aussi, ouais.
It's not been half a moon since Bellen's tour.
Le talus, là? Ouais, non. J'aurais bien aimé mettre l'info sur le talus. Là.
I have something for you.
Ah, attendez, elle est... Elle est pas en train de décéder, là? Elle a sa main toute blanche.
Chamberlain,
Ah, on le verra pas.
leave. Now.
Branded! Who told you to rest?
Ah si, en effet. Ah oui, ça...
If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your...
Ah, je suis pas sûr que je puisse le faire maintenant.
You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you.
Here. It looks like you need it. The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. You need to rest. But I won't. And what of your own hurts? And wait. The drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
Ouais bah putain. Ils peuvent pas se soigner tout seuls, les gens. Ils ont des potions comme tout le monde. Bon, en tout cas, cette petite quéquette là... Quête, pardon. Peut-être éviter de dire quéquette. Cette petite VOD aura été pleine de quêtes. Hein.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind. Whether you have the coin or...
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be big. And this is for Etienne.
Eh ben non, c'est pour moi.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price.
Of course.
Ok, donc de l'alcool.
Well, I have business with you. A package.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs.
Fine. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains.
Oui, oui, oui.
Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life.
Allez, allez, vas-y. Continue à parler, tu m'intéresses. Qu'est-ce qui se passe, fais voir, si j'appuie?
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
Ok, très bien. Ah oui, c'est vrai que c'est des colonnes de Céleste. Enfin, Céleste. Oh, ils sont tous casse-couilles. Ils me saoulent tous.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here, I'm sorry about the welcome.
Allez, balance de la potion.
Perfume. Oriflamme's finest.
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes.
Hmm.
The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Bah ouais, non mais à mon avis, il a dit que ça lui l'aiderait à l'oublier un peu. Donc c'est sans doute de la drogue, hein. C'est sans doute de la drogue.
I believe these are yours.
Eh ben non, c'est tout pour moi. Malheureusement non.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
Ah.
Don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals?
Ah d'accord.
No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystal. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured...
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth. Hence the thriving market for even the...
Aussi rare que des dents de chocobo.
Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to... I thank you. As will our mutual friend when she hears of...
Ouais, ok. Bon, c'est de la cristal meth, quoi. 1000 balles. 1000 balles! Ah ouais, dépôt épaisse et tout, très bien, très bien. Oui, du coup, j'ai vérifié que les équipements que j'ai actuellement, là, soient pas des trucs qui étaient dans la version de luxe que j'ai. Eh bien, écoutez, apparemment, non. Il n'y a pas d'équipement bonus pour avoir acheté cette version, ce qui est bien, hein, parce que bon, c'est un peu chiant de casser le jeu alors que t'as des trucs, bref.
Ah, so if just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been...
So he really is a chamber.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. He was one of the only people round here who's...
Rare for one in it.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the... My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't...
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out... No wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Et sur cette dernière quête annexe, YouTube, je te remercie d'avoir suivi cette VOD très intéressante, hein, pour le moins. Un petit peu d'histoire, comme ça, là. Pour ça de quête annexe. Mais c'est bien aussi les quêtes annexes, non? C'est pas bien les quêtes annexes? Si, c'est bien les quêtes annexes. Allez, à plus YouTube, ciao, des gros bisous.